Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having a good day today. We're going to be in Life of Fred, Begin Teaching. If you have a Begin Teaching book, go ahead and get your book out now. Remember, you can press pause at any time during this video. Today, we're going to be on page 31, chapter 4, and the title is Arrival at Night. Sylvia turned right onto Newell Highway. After a couple hundred kilometers, she turned onto Golden Highway. At 9:30 p.m., they got to Dubbo. Fred had been snoozing for most of the trip. Every once in a while, he would open his eyes and notice it was still dark. He would shut his eyes, and the sound of the car heading down the highway would send him off to sleep again. He would need all the sleep he could get. Tomorrow would be Wednesday, June 5th. He would be teaching for 9 hours to students he had never seen, in a classroom he had never been in. "Wake up, sleepyhead," Sylvia said gently. "We've arrived." Fred was half awake. She picked him up and carried him to his home, where he would spend the summer. She was surprised at how light he was, 37 pounds. The street lights cast a shadow from the school toward his house. She carried him inside and laid him in his bed. As he lay there half asleep, she told him, "I've got to head back to Wagga Wagga tonight. Tomorrow morning, I meet the man who will be heading to Tasmania for mosquito abatement. I hope you have a wonderful summer teaching English. Good night." After Sylvia shut the door, he suddenly realized what she had said. He sat up in bed. She had said, "I hope you have a wonderful summer teaching English." Fred thought to himself, "I have taught math for 5 years at Kittens University. I've never taught English." He was sure that he had mentioned mathematics in the letter he had sent to the Board of Missions. He had kept a copy of that letter. He pulled it out of his pocket and read it. June 2nd. Dear friends at the Board of Missions, on the coloring sheet you wrote, "Please write to us. I am writing to you. I want to be a friend, help people in trouble, teach, dig a well to get clean water, and kill mosquitoes. I don't know how to dig a well or kill mosquitoes, but I do love to teach. I have been teaching at Kittens University for 5 years. With my best wishes, Fred Gauss. P.S. My last name rhymes with house." I wasn't clear, Fred realized. I should have written that I have been teaching math at Kittens University for 5 years. Math is so much easier than English. In algebra, when I wrote a word problem like find a number that when you double it, you get 16, the first thing we did was get rid of the English. We would write 2x equals 16. Super simple. But there are 9 ways to make plurals in English. Fred turned on the light. The person who had lived here before him had left a lot of stuff. There was an old computer, some nice pictures on the wall, a lot of paper. Fred looked for some lesson plans so that he could find out what the teacher had been teaching. Fred didn't know whether he would be teaching little kids their ABCs or teaching advanced graduate English students how to write novels. He found no lesson plans. He looked for student papers. That would tell him what they were studying. He found no student papers. He looked for English textbook. That would help him plan tomorrow's lecture. He found some books on how to sew handkerchiefs, on cooking salmon, and a guide to playing guitars. 5 things went through Fred's mind. They do mosquito abatement. I'm going to have to do mess abatement in this room as soon as I get the time. I'm going to call my little place Gauss House. Which one of the 3 English teachers who had quit in the last couple of days was the one who lived here? Was it the woman who was expecting a baby soon? The one who was retiring after 42 years of teaching? Or the one who had been drafted? Why is there such a thick layer of dust? Why are there no lesson plans, student papers, or English book? The answer was simple, but Fred didn't see it. Okay, are you ready for your turn to play? Go ahead and grab a sheet of paper and a pencil. Remember, you can press pause at any time. Number 1, make a guess. Which of these statements is true? Statement A. There are exactly 9 different ways to make plurals in English. Statement B. There has to be a 10th way to make a plural in English. We couldn't stop at just 9 ways. Number 2. Which of these is an example of litotes? A. Fred's new house is pretty small. B. Fred's new house is not very clean. C. Fred's new house has no student papers in it. Number 3. The word was appears 5 times on the top half of this page. How do you make the plural of a word? Make a guess what the plural of was is. Fill in the blank. How many blank appear on the top half of this page? Okay, here are your answers. Go ahead and check your work. Now, are you ready for today's homeschooling meme? Here you go. I hope you enjoyed that one. Join me here tomorrow for Chapter 5. Bye for now.